Okay, now that I'm finished making all of my different tints and tones and all the colors, I want to look at my color wheel and set it up in a similar way. So now I'm going to kind of come over here and I'm going to take a look at that center. You can either leave this as a neutral color in the center, like a gray or a white. What I want to do now is pick my first color in the color wheel. And if you look at our example, it's yellow. If you want to use a different example, that's fine. So I'm going to select this whole area. And then I'm going to come over to this one and I'm going to paste it. After I've pasted it, I'm going to set it at the top of my color wheel. And I want to make them a little thicker. So what I'm going to do is end up pasting mine 3 different times. So I'm going to paste it again, and I'm going to move it up here, and I'm going to kind of line it up, but then I'm going to adjust it using the circle at the top to kind of put it at an angle to help fill the space. And then paste again and do the same thing a little bit in the other direction because we want those sort of triangle shapes. Then I'll move to the next color. So if I started with yellow, I'm either going to go with yellow green or yellow orange, depending on which way you want to go. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up as I put my whole color wheel together. So once you started getting closer to the end, what you're going to notice is sometimes you might have had too much space or not too much, and you want to select certain areas. So what I can do here is kind of select all of this, but you'll notice that some of my purple ones are selected too. So if I hit the shift button and I click on the ones that I don't want, I can go ahead and just select the ones I do want and then rotate all of them. So for here, I might need to rotate some of these pink ones together. So I can click on one and then hold down the shift key and then slowly click down the line until all of them are selected. And then I can go ahead and rotate and move just that small group. All right, now I'm going to go back to adjusting these and we'll talk once it's done. So now that I have everything kind of in the wheel, what I want to do is start filling up the space with the shapes that are about that color. So we've got basic rows. I put 3 of each row in, and now what I want to do is kind of fill this space. So for these yellow green ones, I'm gonna copy and then paste some other hearts in that area and just kind of fill the space up and rotate them as I need until I've filled up all the space and it looks a little more like a color wheel. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. Now, once I'm finished with my whole color wheel, you can keep adjusting it. It does not have to be absolutely perfect, but we really want to fill the space and create this color wheel with these shapes. So there's a lot of shapes. It's going to take time and it's very detail oriented. So think about that. You're going to want to start with at least 3 rows of each shape. That's why we made our color sets over here. And you can see sometimes I had to go look for other sets of colors because these ones didn't exactly match, or make my own. So once you've done your sets, then you're gonna finish your color wheel, and then you will add it to the final color wheel assignment in Google Classroom. I can't wait to see your stuff.